All right, Hank Williams, Immortal. I'm so lonesome I could cry. And my arrangement is in G. I'm keeping up to the 2nd fret, really just for the tone, just to let the melody come out a little bit more because we're low on the guitar. And the melody is in 1st position until I jump up an octave. So it's really just for the tone. You don't need to capo. And if you're following the tab, you can just follow the tab as if there were no capo, because the numbers just indicate the distance up from the bottom of the guitar. So pretty straightforward arrangement with a couple solos. I won't demonstrate the solos here, but they are in the tab. Starting out the basic melody, forming a G chord, and then the melody is mainly on the G string. I'm doing a bit of a drone on the open D string that's in the G chord, and it thickens it up. You'll notice in my video I did a lot of trills here just to add a little color throughout that melody. You don't need to add any of those trills at all. You can just go straight with the vocal line. That kind of thing. Or I just added a bit more color. A lot of pull-ons, like pull-offs and hammer-ons like that. And go to the C7 chord. Those bass notes going with my thumb very just even, and I'm not muting it, and I'm not doing, you know, like the boom chick thing. I'm just doing very even there. You don't want to overpower the melody. Just have it be very steady, and always with, you know, the other notes, like the drone notes, you don't want those to overwhelm the melody either, so be very conscious of that. So the 2nd verse, basically do the same thing, but now I'm adding this additional note of the this D rather than the lower D. I'm doing the higher D on the B string with the melody right below it. As well as the low D. So I have this kind of drone going in addition to the melody. You just want to make sure that the melody itself still comes out, but it gives it a much fuller sound. It goes twice, and then the C7. Same as the 1st. Again, I'm really sliding that up very dramatically, very solidly. To add that color to it. Okay, then I did a solo. After the solo, then I'm jumping up an octave. There's some pretty big stretches here. There's different ways around that. The basic melodies. To get around that, you can play it up here like this, with the 8th and the 7th fret. Again, just counting up from the nut, rather than you do lose this D drone note, but I like that. But it is a pretty big stretch, so you can just do this. Like that, instead of... goes the C, and I'm doing this C, which is not a big stretch. Instead of that C, you can do a bar chord. Okay. And the very last verse, I return to the way I did the 1st verse, very low. You can even mute a little bit for a bit of variety. Then the end of the song, just repeat the very end of the verse. Go to C7, then to G. To end on this G7. It's like that, leaving the bass note going, and so you can add on any G7 you'd like, of course. So if this is useful to you, it's a really pretty simple melody. Definitely very simple chords. So it's all about the flavor that you bring to it. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.